Hello and welcome everyone to another British English accent training lesson. And today's subject is someone called William Shakespeare. Maybe you've heard of him. This guy's rather famous in it, and he is often regarded as the greatest writer in the English language, which ain't bad going. I have some resources to introduce you to first off. Then I will give a brief bit of time to words which he basically invented, some quotes to read to you, another resource about 10 usable quotes, and then I'm going to read Sonnet 18. Someone asked me to do that. Sorry, I can't remember who, but I will read that. I think it's probably the most famous of the sonnets anyway. I expect many of you will know it. Everything is in the description on YouTube, on Facebook, and on the other websites if you want to read along, and especially to check out the websites which I will mention. William Shakespeare then lived from 1564 to 1616, and as I said, is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. You can find everything. I'm sure there are many websites online. Here's one that I found. It's right at the top. Please click on that link to see, and then you can find the text for everything that he did. The BBC section on Shakespeare, underneath that. Have a look at that if you want to. The plays that he wrote can be split into three categories. Comedies, for example, Taming of the Shrew. Histories, Henry, the 4th, 5th and 6th, the various parts. Tragedies, such as Romeo and Juliet. And then he wrote other poems, including sonnets. Sonnets are a particular form of poem, 14 lines long, normally about love and stuff like that. He wrote more than 100 of them. A couple of interesting websites. The first one from mentalfloss.com. I'm not going to talk through all of it, but let's have a quick look. 20 words we owe to William Shakespeare. I think in total there are more than 1,000 that Shakespeare is supposed to have introduced. Some of these: addiction, assassination, bedazzled, cold-blooded. On that website they have quotes and meanings, so please have a look if that interests you. I have now got a list of quotes which I've picked from a website. The website of all the quotes is there. You can click on that at the top of this section in the description if you want to. I'm going to read out these ones though. I've chosen myself out of the list. A fool thinks himself to be wise, but a wise man knows himself to be a fool. Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. Better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. Expectation is the root of all heartache. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. Thy means your in modern English. Listen to many, speak to a few. Modest doubt is called the beacon of the wise. My pride fell with my fortunes. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. No legacy is so rich as honesty. Pleasure and action make the hours seem short. Poor and content is rich, and rich enough. To do a great right, do a little wrong. Words without thoughts never to heaven go. I hope you like those, but there are many more. Now one from a resource from my friend Shanthi, owner, I think, at Language in the City. Please click on that link there, 10 usable quotes in modern English. Again, I'm not going to read through it all, but there's a lot to learn here if you want to have a look. Bated breath, for example. Wear one's heart on one's sleeve. In one fell swoop. All these things are used by native speakers in modern English. And yeah, a great one by Shanthi there that she did a while ago. I recommend you have a look at that if you have time. Now, Sonnet 18, as I said, I will read this in its entirety. The text is in the description, and I hope you enjoy it. It's one of the most famous of Shakespeare's sonnet, number 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Some time too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair some time declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. That was Sonnet 18, and that concludes this extremely brief introduction to the works of William Shakespeare. Criminally brief, I fear, but the point was not to cover everything, it's to introduce you. And then you can click on those links in the description and read about everything else that you want to when you have time. But thanks, like always, for watching, and I really appreciate your support. That was William Shakespeare then. On our YouTube channel there are many more free lessons for you to view right now, and more to come. In the next few days I will invite you to my second pronunciation party. It's going to get wild. I will pronounce words which you send me that you want help with. And if you look in the description, please, you will find the links to other free websites where you can find the lessons for free. On Facebook, there is a page and a group. Twitter also. The website is learnbritishenglish.co.uk, and I have a Tumblr blog, groups on Busuu, and a Skype account. You are welcome to add me. Not just videos I'm posting, but many other things about grammar or slang or news, whatever, on those other websites. So please join, invite other people you know learning English, whatever. You know, it's fun and it's free. Everyone is welcome. Once again, I appreciate you spending the time to learn English with me, and I will be back very soon. So please keep in touch to keep updated with future lessons. I wish you the best from the UK. Good luck with your English and everything else in your life. I will see you next time.